Hi, this is William from Great Affordable Watches, and today I'm going to discuss about Swiss-made watches and Japanese-made watches. There is a constant discussion in the watch community which country of manufacture is the best, and often it comes down to Japanese versus Swiss-made. And today I'm going to do a short discussion and give you my thoughts about Japanese and Swiss-made watches. And remember, this is just my opinion, and this is a very subjective question, and it got no real answer to it, and it often comes down to your personal preference. But I'm gonna give you my opinions about it. Okay, first we got the famous Seiko SARB017, and this watch retails for about $400, and I think this is a fine example of how good the Japanese watch market or the watch industry really is, because for $400 you get an in-house movement, which is fantastic, and you would pay a lot more for a Swiss-made in-house movement. So a Japanese in-house movement, and you got fantastic build quality and finishing on the case, and dial is very well made. If this was a Swiss-made watch, you would probably have to pay a lot more than you pay for this watch. And this is a real fine example, because often with Japanese watches you get extremely good value for your money, and especially with Seiko and the Seiko SARB line, they often offer extremely good value for your money, and this is probably one of my favorite watches, and it can really compete with watches for over $1,000 and around that price point. So it's very nice to see how much what you can get for your money when it comes down to Japanese watches. Another fine example of that is the Citizen NH8350-83L. I may have said it wrong, but I'm gonna leave a link down in the description for this watch as well. And this watch retails for about $100. I bought it for about $100, and this watch is pretty hard to get by now, but nonetheless it's an extremely affordable watch. And this is also a very good example of how much value you get with Japanese made watches. This is just a fantastic watch. It got a fantastic blue dial with applied markers. It got very good finishing for considering the price, and it got a reliable in-house Miura movement. And price range between $100 and $500. This is truly where Japanese watches shine, and they, in my opinion, they often dominate the affordable markets because they offer such a good value for the money. The same can be said for the Orient Mako USA II. It got a sapphire crystal, 120 click unidirectional bezel. It got 200 meters water resistance, screw down crown, sign crown, and very nice build quality as well. And of course it got the new Orient F6922 movement, and that is of course an in-house movement with hacking and hand winding. And as I said, with the Seiko, it is extremely nice to see a affordable watch with an in-house movement. This is rarely seen in affordable Swiss-made watches. So this watch offers such a great value as well, and I've done a review of all of these watches, of course, and you can check them out if you like. But this is another very good example of fantastic value for money. So as we can see, the Japanese watches really offers great value. Okay, let's talk about some Swiss-made watches right now. And these two watches are, in my opinion, one of the best value for money Swiss-made watches there are, and of course this is just my opinion. And this is the Frederique Slimline. I think it's a fantastic dress watch, and it retails for about $1,000. And this watch also offers an in-house movement, and as I said, this is very rarely seen in a Swiss-made watch. But this one offers is a in-house movement, and it's fantastic looking as well. You got a gold rotor. I don't know if it's solid gold or gold plated, and it got rhodium plating here on the on the movement and some perlage and blued screws. So this is a fantastic movement, and it's pretty accurate as well. It looks amazing, and it's probably one of the better looking movements I've seen, as I said in my review. And overall the build quality is fantastic. You get all polished case here with a very nice crown, sapphire crystal, and the dial is just very well executed. Of course we got applied indices. This is really for me the peak of affordable and good value for money Swiss made watches, and Frederique overall offers very good value for your money, but this one is just fantastic when it comes down to value. I know that Christopher Ward offers an in-house movement for around 1.5k dollars, but this is cheaper of course, and I think it's both more accurate and a lot better finished than the Christopher Ward. So this is just fantastic value for money, and Swiss made watches can really offer good value when we talk about $500 and more dollars. And of course we got this Steinhardt Ocean 500, Ocean Titanium 500, the name is pretty hard to remember, and this one is also, in my opinion, one of the better value for money Swiss made watches. It got a beautiful sapphire crystal here, ceramic bezel, grade 5 titanium, a soap-rod movement, and they say that the soap-rod A10 movement is derived from the Seiko Creedor high-end movement called Seiko Caliber 4L25, and so the movement is fantastic and very nicely decorated. And I think overall that these watches are such a great value overall, and these two are under $500 and these two are over $500, and I think, in my opinion, the Japanese watches really dominate the market under $500, and they offer such a great value between $100 and $500, and of course over $500 as well with the Grand Seiko, and they offer such a great value as well. They offer watches over 3k, but they are finished and executed as much more expensive watches. So Japanese watches don't only dominate and offer great value in this low price range, but also higher. But I'm gonna focus on the lower here because I never owned or handled a Grand Seiko, so I can't really talk about that one, but I've heard many good things about it. And of course you can get a sub $500 Swiss made watch, but it's harder to find a very good Swiss made watch under $500. But Steinhart, for example, offers really great value, and you can find Hamiltons of course under $500, and they are fantastic as well. But I think generally Japanese watches are the best value in this price range. When it comes to 500 to 1k, things starting to change, and you can get Frederique Constant, Steinhart, and many other watches, Christopher Ward, etc. It offers extremely good value for your money. You can even get Oris or Sin 556 that offers extremely good value for your money. So I can't really say I prefer one country of manufacture over the other. I just think that in below $500, Japanese watches tend to be more value and easier to find, and over $500 you can get both very good Japanese watches and very good Swiss made watches. But the sad thing about Swiss made is that some manufacturers stamp the Swiss made watch on the dial and inflate the price, so the price is much higher than the value of the watch really is. So you have to do more research, of course. And these two are just an example of extremely good value for your money watches, Swiss made watches in this price range. So as I said, I can't really say which country is the better watch manufacturer over the other. And I think it really comes down to personal preference, your budget, and so on. And I think these four are just an example of how great watches you can get for a reasonable price. So I hope you guys found this video interesting, and If you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.